My dear students, from grade 12, Science and Art. Good morning, everybody. We welcome you all from our school, Al Muqtama Private School for Girls. We will start a new lesson on Module 3, Human Nature. It's Lesson 2, Reading 3A, Part 2, Student Book page 39. And as usual, we will start with our value. It's honesty. Say words using the letters of the word honesty. You can pause your video and start writing in only 1 minute the words that start with the same letters of the word honesty. H, O, N, E, S, T, Y. Now, let's say owner with H. O, openness. N, national. E, equality. S, self-respect. T, truthfulness. Then Y, youthful. Now, as usual, we will start our lesson with our objectives. We have 3 objectives for our lesson today. The first objective is to complete a timeline with the correct information from the text. 2. Relate feature to text types. 3. Identify the meaning of each words. Now, before we start with the first objective, I will remind you with the text on page 38. Sorry. This is the first text that we read yesterday. What type of text is this and why? Is it autobiographical text, biographical text, a magazine article, or a persuasive text? It is a biographical text. That means that the writer is writing about somebody other than himself. And he is writing in third person. And about the second text, it's autobiographical one. That's why, because the writer is writing about himself and he is writing in the first person. Okay, let's start with the first objective for our lesson today, to complete the timeline with the correct information from the text. It's exercise D, page 39. Now, you can open your student book, page 38 and 39. And let's start with the first objective. Now, read the text carefully, then decide which person each of these points refer to. But our exercise is talking about, we are going to use the points from activity C to complete the timelines below, which show the sequence of events in the text. Write the numbers from 1 to 12 in the boxes provided. Now you can pause your video and start to complete your timeline. Talk about Abdul Sattar first, then about Salman signing second. You are going to start with what happened with them, to start from their born to their die. Okay? We will start with their birth to their death. Okay, what are everything that they did from when they born to they die? You have in exercise C everything about them, okay, from text 1 and text 2. And you are going to use all this information to complete your own timeline about Abdul Sattar AD and Salman signing. Now, let's start with the first one. Abdul Sattar AD. He was born in 1928. The first thing about him, yeah, that's right, that he took care of his disabled mother. Then, 2. He moves to Karachi. 12. Founders of welfare organization. 10. Buys an ambulance. Yeah, this is number 3, that he opens orphanages. And the last thing about him is, is praised by a national leader. Thank you very much. Now, continue with Salman signing. He was born in 1990. The first thing about him is that he studies history. Then, that's right, decides to take a gap year. Then, good, moves to New York. Then he works for UNESCO. He returns to Bangladesh. To end with, operates 3 floating schools. Thank you very much, and now we will start with another objective, the second objective for our lesson today, to relate feature to text types. Read the text again. It chooses the statement that apply to each text. Write text 1 for text 1, T2 for text 2, or B for both. Now you can pause your video, read your 2 texts carefully, please. Read the text again, then decide your answers, okay? Now, let's check your answers. Well, number 1, uses the first person is text 2. Provides an objective account of a person's life. It's text 1. Uses the third person like they, he, she, it. This is the third viewpoint, okay? It's text 1, 2. Uses paragraphs to present information in an organized manner. Both. Presents information that is factual. Both, too, because we talk about biographical or autobiographical one, you give facts. Okay? Number 6. Presents events in the order in which they were experienced. Both. Is subjective and presents the personal perspective and opinion of the person. Text 2. Uses key, date and time, references, this is both. Makes use of some feature of informational writing, is text 2. Could feature in an Encyclopedia is text 1. Thank you very much for your answers. And now, with exercise F, provide written responses to the following question in your own words. Use information from the text to support your answer. You can pause your video, think carefully about the question, then answer it. Write them down at your notebook, please. How do you think both Abdul Sattar Reddy's and Salman Saini's attitudes towards helping others were influenced by their parents? You should answer by your own words, then find the justification from your text. You will give your answer, then you will justify from your text. Yeah? It's a suggested answer. Both these individuals are proof that nature, or the immediate environment, upbringing, and life experience of a person can influence the course of one's life. It is clearly evident that the parents of both Abdul Sattar Reddy and Salman Saini had a huge impact on their lives. Reddy's mother taught him the importance of charity when he was a child, and also taught him to love and care for sick people. Saini's parents were immigrants who made him believe in the importance of education. So it's no surprise there is no surprise that he focused on providing schooling for children in need. Now, with the last objective for our lesson today, identify the meaning of new 8 words by matching the words in bold to their definitions using the dictionary, or you can use your word list. This is exercise G, page 39. Now, look up the meaning of the following words from your word list, or you can use your own dictionary, as you like. You can pause your video and try to find the meaning of these words, okay? Devote, welfare, orphanage, guardian, outskirts, ruler, pursuit, fundraising. Okay, now look at the highlighted words in the text and match them with their meaning from A to H. Then check your answer by using a dictionary, or you can use your own word list. You can pause your video and start answering by guessing the meaning throughout the text. Okay? Read. If you don't understand, try to guess the meaning of these words. Or you can use your dictionary or your word list to find the meaning of these words. Now, with the first one, devote, it means excellent, to give all of one's time and effort to something. Welfare, it means concerned with the general health and happiness of people. Orphanage, it's a home for children without parents. Guardian, is a person who, by law, is responsible for the protection and care of children. Outskirts, it means located on the edge of the city. Ruler, in the countryside. Then you have pursuit. It's to try to achieve or work towards. Then you have fundraising. It means the process of collecting money, usually for charity. Thank you very much. Now we will continue with our closure for our lesson today. We have question that you have to answer it. The first question, what did you find the most interesting about people in the two texts? You can pause your video and write down your answer, then check your answer as a suggested one. Now the second question, do you think it would be difficult to devote your life to work of charity and helping others? Take your time, write down your answers at your notebook first, then let's check your answers. Well, I am always fascinated by people who devote their lives to philanthropy. In this case, I was most impressed by the fact that Abdul Sattar really was able to start such a wide-ranging volunteer network, even though he came from poverty himself. I think it's a real testament to his charitable nature and the charitable nature of those who got involved in their venture. I also find the work that Salman Saini does very important. When you provide children living in poverty-stricken areas with an education, you are giving them the opportunity to change the course of their lives. Okay. About the second one, do you think it would be difficult to devote your life to work or charity and help others? Yeah. I do think it would be difficult, but I also think that it is very important that we do it in spite of the difficulty. Our faith teaches us that we must be charitable to all people and devote our lives to helping others. Sometimes it is difficult to put ourselves second and think of the needs of others first, but only by doing so can we secure a better life for ourselves and our children. Thank you very much for your listening. I hope that you understand something today. If you have any questions, you can repair them and ask me at your classroom, inshallah, for tomorrow. See you soon and goodbye.